Hi everybody, I'm Davian. I think I can now demonstrate my complete table saw rolling cart. Let's just go through some of the features. So I have various storage for tools here, such as tape measure, drill bits, and things that I use for assembly. Right now this is functioning as also an assembly table, even though it serves multiple purposes. Other drill bits and router bits, forcing bits, measurement devices, screws, and drills. On this side, table saw push sticks and attachments, blades and things like that, router bits and attachments for the table saw, all my router bits and router attachments, and attachments for my dovetail jig. On this side, I've got a flip top bench. This serves as a flat working surface so that I can run boards over the top. But when I want to make dovetails, I've got these locking pins that I made out of 1/4 inch stainless steel tube, and I can use that to lock this in place so that I can use my dovetail jig. This whole thing's on wheels, allows it to be very flexible within my shop since I'm basically working in half of a 2-car garage. These are pieces of 1-inch square metal that I got from Lowe's that I machined down and drilled holes in to mount everything. Down here I have a power strip from a server rack, which I got off eBay, pretty cheap. And I wrapped the whole thing around this boat tie-down cleat. Various tools like my jigsaw, my circular saw in case I ever need them. This table saw is a Ryobi BT3100. It came with a lot of different connection parts. One piece I got for it that's extra is another filler plate that is normally used for a router. What's nice about these is that they're all very modular, so I was able to find one of these on eBay and just fill in that gap. I can use this for a lot of functions. Right now I get about a little over 30 inches of clearance on the right side of the blade. I don't really use the left side that much. I can put the fence there, but I don't need to. Screws across the whole piece. I made this filler plate. My router is mounted under here. I'd like to keep it permanently there if I can, and that allows me to use the fence for the router as well. There's a lift top for storage, and then one of my favorite features of this whole bench is my fold-out leaf for when I run long boards. So with this, I can pretty much run I can run 4x8 sheets sideways on this and make pretty decent cuts. I wanted 48 inches of clearance on the other side of the blade so I could rip things in half. I can't really do that yet. If I get clever, I'll come up with a way to extend a fence off of here that lets me run it that way. But so far the need hasn't arisen. Another kind of cool piece is this tenoning jig that my father-in-law gave me, which is a heavy, nice piece of equipment, and it fits right in to the grooves here that are part of the aluminum channel in this Ryobi saw, so I can run tenons this way. I also have another attachment for this table saw that I didn't think was that useful, but it actually is. It saved me the effort of making a crosscut sled. This piece is a nice little unit that comes with some of the saws. I can take out my filler panel there and put this in, and I've got a crosscut sled that actually lets me do miters too. It's not that great as a miter sled, but it's pretty nice as a crosscut sled, and it has these angle references on it, which is pretty nice. So as of right now, I'm calling this done. I'll probably make some modifications to it, but those will just be as we go. This is a very functional piece. It's probably the most functional piece in my entire garage. And it has consolidated 2 workbenches worth of stuff into one, which is great. My next projects will likely be some work to consolidate a few things. Right now, this whole bench carries my scrap wood and all my fasteners and bits over there, which I really just would like to clean up and get rid of. This stuff is pretty cluttered. If I could consolidate this all into like 3 or 4 drawers, it'd be awesome. Then I've got some like Craig jigs, which would be awesome to consolidate into something. I would like to take these guys and put them under one common dust collection hood, and take my dust collection tube and move it up out of the way so that I can scoot everything back against the wall. Right now, my metal chop saw and my mortising machine and my planer all kind of reside here, and they're not all that easy to use where they are. So I'd like to level this with this surface so I can use my fence for my radial arm saw and come up with a way to fold the planer out. Originally, you might recall, I was going to put my planer on this flip top, which it's way too heavy for that. So, and it would have made this table even heavier than it needs to be. So, if I can work on some of those things in parallel, in addition to a big project I've got coming up, which is finishing my basement, eventually I'll get back to that, which would be wonderful. I'm taking the advice of a friend. I'm going to take these fenders off and take them to a shop and just have them weld them up off the car. And that'll happen in parallel while I do this other stuff and maybe get some parts for the engine. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day.